Hello everybody, welcome back to the live stream. It is Kate here with another live stream, and in today's live stream we're going to be doing some development on my game SEL. I didn't realize that my model was just staring at me in the face when I started it, and that actually scared me. I'm not gonna lie. I've been working a bunch on the inside of this guy's mouth. Obviously he's not completed. This is a whole like trust the process kind of thing. He looks a little terrifying, but he will look better eventually. So we're gonna finish him. I'm not gonna texture his whole body until he is split, because that's how we kind of do things now with our models. So I'm just gonna kind of texture the face to kind of represent what the mouth inside's gonna look like. Here is his teeth so far. I'm actually pretty surprised on how well these teeth turned out to be, because I'm not the best with teeth when it comes to stuff like that. I think I really need to retexture the whole like mouth though, because I feel like the mouth just does not do it for me. I'm not feeling this look that it has, so I'm gonna actually redo that real quick. I think it's too pink. I think that was too pink, so we're just gonna fix that. Let me just make sure all this pink is gone. Don't want none of it. So I think that with this we might have to make it lighter, or more so red. Something like that looks a lot more pleasing to the eye. I can show you guys some development since this is the start of my live stream. I like to kind of show off some development we've had so far for people who do not have the Discord, so you guys kind of have that update. So give me 1 second, let me finish this inside, because I really wanted to get this done first, because this is like horrendous right here. Okay, I feel like that looks more pleasing. I don't know. We're gonna obviously have to do some shading up in there, but that's okay. So let me open up my Discord, get that running so you guys can see some stuff. Alright, so this is the development page. We actually just had one of our new creatures announced. This is going to be one of the pre-alpha's first unlockables in the Etheria class. The Etheria is the herbivore class. This guy, he's kind of mixed with a deer and a horse together. He does look more moose, which honestly I think that makes it look even better. But this is going to be our first Etheria unlockable other than our starter and pre-alpha. This is a new game that I am creating. It's a creature survival game. Here is the baby, the female, and the juvenile together. These guys look really cool. I love this concept so much. It's already getting modeled, not by me, but by somebody else that is new to our team. This is the retexture I did a few days ago on the springhorn. Honestly, I think it turned out so much better than what it was before. You can still become a concept designer in this game. I'm looking for at least one more. I don't want to have too many, because once we kind of have a lot of things going on in the game, we won't really need that many concepts going on. So I don't want to have too many, but we are looking for one more. We just have to make sure that it kind of fits the art style we're going for, because I want all of the concept art to kind of look similar in style, so then it keeps the style we're going for in the game. This is the one we're modeling today. I just wanted to show this off. So hopefully what I plan to have done is like at least the face done and part of his body. This hair is going to be a pain to model, I can already tell. If you are interested in applying, you can always DM me. I am looking also for some map makers too. We're really in need of those. For some reason, map makers is what I'm in need of, and most of the time, I'm not in need of map makers. This is the model for the Vulpix, if I did not show this in the last live stream. He's gonna have to get a retexture because I did mistake something with the modeling style and we had to change it, so I'm probably gonna retexture that guy soon. Seeing if there was anything else. I don't think there's anything else to show so far. That's like mainly the big stuff that happened. We did get a bunch of new people in the team, so we already have the Springhorn sounds being worked on. The rig for the Springhorn is already done, so we're just getting animations kind of done now. Those are actually being worked on as we speak. Soon the tutorial island will be ready and showcased because I'm going to be working on that with my game manager. We're going to be working on like getting everything done, and then the Golden Legend's going to do a bunch of the foliage because honestly I do not do well with modeling foliage. I don't know what it is. That is what's going on right now. If you have any questions though, let me know and I will definitely be sure to answer them the best of my ability. Forgot I'm still in texture paint. I was texturing earlier and I had to redo it because I did not like how it was going. I'm very picky on how things are done when it comes to me texturing stuff. I can't really see it. Let's make it darker. There we go. Because I want it to still be pinkish, but not like not realistic pink. Because that gets me irritated. I also want to make like little shades right here to make it more realistic and pop out. Because this is like his little, when he opens his mouth, this is what you'll see. I don't like that it keeps doing that. Don't go onto the sides that I don't want you on. I think that looks pretty nice. I think that looks much better. I do want to fix the jaw though because I feel like it stops too quickly. Like when it goes back, hold on, let me join these teeth to the body. Forgot to join all of these teeth. Okay. So I think this is where it would be closed. Might actually make this a little bit bigger. So what I need to do is I need to bring this part up right here. Because it's exposing this whiteness I don't want. Did I just mess something up? I mean, it kind of did. It still looks better, so that doesn't matter. Where is this little slither of pink coming from? I haven't done his top teeth yet, so I've just been working on the bottom part, and I think this needs to be thicker. That looks a little better. Yeah, that definitely looks better. So let me open his mouth. I had kind of have to reposition it because, like, it kind of, with Blender, it kind of is weird. I want to make these longer because if they make animations with him yawning, I don't want him to be, like, cut short of his little things here. And if they go in, they're fine. Like something like that. He's actually looking pretty good with his teeth. I'm pretty proud of how I did the bottom teeth. Now I have to try replicating that on the top teeth, and that's going to be very interesting for me. I'm deciding if I want to do his eyes first because I feel like his eyes being this bland is kind of creeping me out. I'm not going to lie. I'm only going to be texturing the head and stuff for now, and then the body is just going to not be textured until it's split. No, that's not what I want. I was like, where is it? I feel like his eyes are gonna be pretty easy to make though. When you release the game, will you have to buy it with Robux to play during its alpha phase? So, yes, you're gonna have to pay Robux in the pre-alpha, alpha, and beta stage, but they will get cheaper every single time. So, pre-alpha is gonna cost like 100 Robux. It's not gonna be too expensive. And then, alpha is gonna cost like 80, and then beta is gonna cost like, I think 50 Robux. I can't remember exactly what I put at the like prices and stuff, but it's not gonna be too expensive, and the reason we do that is so that we have kind of some sort of income going on when the game's in like pre-alpha and alpha stage and stuff, but we don't want to make it too expensive for you guys. That, and also the game's not gonna be completely finished, so we don't want it to be on full release until it's completely finished. But for people that have like exclusive roles in our game, like contributors, stuff like that, they might get the game free just for the support that they have for the game. I don't like how that looks. His eyes, oh my gosh. Okay, I need them to be tinier because pumas have naturally, oh god, that's scary as can be. I don't want his eyes to look like that. He looks lifeless like this. Maybe a little bit bigger. I feel like that's the best it's gonna look. Let me just add that little highlight. Maybe that might make it look a little better. What do you guys think? Should I redo that? Because it looks kind of bad, but it also looks good at the same time. Maybe it's just because everything else isn't done and retextured to the point that it does look bad, but I don't know. I'm glad that you love making plants, because making plants for me is very difficult. How are we going to actually obtain and unlock creatures? I'm trying to think of what we officially plan for that. So we think that for the game and obtaining the creatures and stuff, we want to make it quest related. So it's not going to be where you have to sit down in the grass and do nothing for hours on end to actually earn anything in the game. And I don't want to be too difficult, as well as I don't want it to be too easy. So we haven't officially came up with something yet, but what we're going and leaning towards is quest oriented. So if you complete a quest, you'll get the currency, but we also want to make it so that there's other ways other than quest to actually earn the currency. I don't really want to do where you earn currency from playing the game, like every minute or so you get currency. I don't kind of want to do that because I feel like that makes the game grindy. So I kind of want to do something with quest, or if it's not gonna be quest, then it will be like from doing random things in the game, from growing up to killing a player to like unlocking a biome with a new creature. Stuff like that would actually be able to give you currency, because I don't really want to do the whole thing of you get currency every 2 minutes, because I feel like a lot of people just sit in the game, and I want our game to be very diverse. I don't want people just sitting in the game doing nothing. Now, a lot of people will probably do it either way, but at the same time, I want people to enjoy the game and not be like Creatures Scenario where they just sit down. Is there going to be lore in the game? Yes, there is going to be lore for the game. We already have like a main idea of the lore. Basically, what's going to happen is the lore is based on an apocalyptic world where every human species has gone extinct, and the earth kind of just takes over the world. So like all the animals that are still on the planet and stuff, they kind of evolve into their own natural habitats, and they kind of run over everything that humans created. And with the map, we're going to make it so that every single like update almost will have something kind of change to the map, so the map kind of ages with the game. So in pre-alpha, it's going to look totally different from when it's full released, to kind of add that realistic feel to it, as if you're kind of living in the game at that moment, and it's not just going to stay the same forever. How long did it take you to learn to use Blender? I would probably say to learn all the aspects of Blender, it was like at least 3 years. I didn't learn everything because there is so much when it comes to Blender. I don't even know everything, like still. I don't know animation stuff or rigging or anything like that. Like stuff like that, I have no clue on. So I'm still learning a bunch of stuff. I just recently learned to image texture or texture paint. So that is pretty nice. But I would say for the progress that I have now, it took about 7 years or so. It's been such a long time. The new creature looks like a winter horse. It does. It kind of does, and I like it. I really like the style that the concept artist went for with that. When the game fully releases, it will be free. Sorry, I'm talking a lot about questions and stuff, but I'm just answering everything. But yes, the game will be free on full release. I'm just gonna make these black. I don't want to texture these. What is on his eyes? Oh, it's just the UV map being a UV map. I thought it was something wrong with his eyes. What does SEL stand for? We haven't came up with that yet, but it's gonna stand for something in the future. But yes, SEL is the name of the island this game takes place on. We just don't know what the meaning of it is behind yet. SEL is not one of the first games I've created, but it is probably going to be one of the first games that I successfully create. Because a lot of the games that I've done before have failed, like Flaming Skies. If any one of you have been in my channel long enough to know about Flaming Skies, then you understand what I'm talking about. But I've made concept games before and stuff, but they've never kind of went anywhere. Alright, let's get this guy's upper mouth kind of situated. I do have his UV, so he's good. What if I can find... Well, I'm just gonna do it like this. It's gonna get on the side of his face, but I'm not really worried about that at the moment. As long as I can get this bottom looking decent, I'm fine. See, that pink is what's getting me. Go away. You're too bright. Maybe it needs to be more... Oh lord, buddy, I think I kind of like the darker color, so I'm gonna do that on the bottom too. I'm just gonna do this real quick, fix this. I kind of like that more. I might redo his eyes. His eyes are kind of scaring me every time I look at them. It's like a jump scare. So I'm gonna take... I'm gonna take these colors. Wait, that's the jaw. Okay, so... I've probably done this about like 4 times already. It's okay though, practice makes perfect. Now we go back to the jaw. No. Now I just gotta clean up this mess that it always makes. Yeah, that definitely looks much better. I think I'm gonna remove some of this part up here because that's kind of going too far out. Okay, that looks much better. I'm liking how this is looking so far. Can you make things like animations? Yes, you can make animations on Blender. I don't know how, so you can't ask me for how to do that because I wouldn't be having the answer for that, but you can have animations on Blender and make them. Depending the rarity of the skin, the more difficult the quests and challenges are going to be. Yes, some of these skins will only be currency, so you don't have to do any quests for them, but there's also going to be some skins that will have quests and stuff. So you guys will have very difficult ones depending on the skin and also the mission. We'll have secret missions too, so these are going to be ones that I can't tell you guys how you guys can actually do the missions. Like, it won't say how to do it, it would just have question marks and you have to figure it out with the hints that the skin has as well as the mission's name and kind of figure out that way. Will you be able to pick up things like players' meat, plants, etc. in your game? I want that to be a thing because I feel like picking up things in a game will actually give it more quality of life than just having it where you can't. I want to have it where you can definitely pick up meat, you can definitely pick up leaves if you're a herbivore or something, and you can carry them to different places. I want to make it so that you possibly can carry dead bodies as well, depending on the size of the creature as well. Like, if you're smaller than the body, you cannot carry it, but if you are bigger than the body, you will be able to carry it. And I want to do where you can actually carry your babies. So like if you are one of these guys right here and you have a baby, you could actually carry it. I want that to be a thing, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing. That's something I plan on trying to add in, but I don't know for sure if that's going to work or not. I think it's pretty simple, so we should be able to do that because I definitely want to be able to pick up the little babies. Maybe even the babies could climb on the backs depending on some creatures. Now, obviously, if you're the new etheric class creature, the I don't even know how it's supposed to be pronounced, the Icaros or something. I'm gonna look up how to pronounce it properly in a second, but you won't be able to carry your kids or have them on your back because deer and horses don't naturally do that. So if a horse doesn't pick up its babies, then the creature probably won't pick up its babies. But if it's like these guys that are mixed with wolves and pumas, then yeah, they're probably gonna be able to pick up the children. How are the names of the creatures and animals chosen? Is it by vote or submitted by the concept artist? So normally when the concept artist makes a creature, we just kind of give them what they need to reference it off of, and then after they create the creature, we're going to come up with a name. So the whole dev team or just a selected few will come up with a name of the creature. So we kind of go up with the names. Alright, time to make these ears. I think I've been... Actually, no, time to make these teeth. I've been procrastinating making these teeth because I'm scared. So these ones are definitely going to be bigger because if you can't tell already, I have its teeth based on a puma. So you can see here the puma's teeth and stuff. Because the face is more puma-like, and I feel like that would be natural just to have its teeth more puma-like. Oh, he's gonna look super good with these teeth. And I think pumas have... Oh, my reference is gone. I deleted my reference, but I think the pumas have front teeth as well. So I might just take the ones that are below and just be like, yeah, we're gonna copy and paste these. Man, why did I have to join you? Okay. I feel like these ones should be a little bit bigger. Just because they're like the upper teeth. I always find it strange. I don't know if it's just me, but I find it very strange that cats, like pumas, lions, and stuff like that, they have these really tiny teeth at the top right here. And then they have these big ones. They look so funny, especially cats. If you have a cat and you've looked at their teeth before, it looks like funny. Okay, he's looking much better with these teeth. So we will attempt to make this mobile friendly because I want to have it where everyone can possibly access this game. But with the way that I'm making this game being very diverse with a bunch of mechanics, mobile can be very difficult because I don't want to make it where if mobile is not an option because it just makes it so much for a mobile device, then I don't think we'll be able to, but I want to try implementing it. I just don't want it to be where everything's in the face of the mobile player and they have to suffer it because they have no keys like PCs have or consoles have. So we are going to try our best to implement it, but I'm not sure how successful we'll be at it. And whenever that happens, I'm not even sure if we're going to have in pre-alpha, if it's going to be mobile supported in pre-alpha. We're going to attempt, what we're going to try to do is have pre-alpha as PC only, and then in alpha we want to try at least getting console mixed into the group. And then by beta, we're going to attempt to add in mobile. And if it's not in by beta, then that means we're probably not going to be able to do it. Okay, I realize what he's missing now. I've been looking at him for like 2 minutes and I realize he's missing a tongue. What do pumas' tongues look like? Oh, they're just like a cat's. Okay, that makes sense. Tongues are really not that hard to like create. And I've never, like, when I started modeling and stuff, I never added teeth or a tongue and it made it look so bad. I was so bad at modeling back then, but it's okay, I learned. His teeth look so good. I'm actually very proud of his teeth. I've always found, like, this is one of the hardest things that I think I could ever tell somebody who's new to modeling is the teeth. I don't know what it is for me. It could be different for everybody, so it could be easy for you and difficult for me. But for me, doing teeth is so difficult. And it makes it difficult to look good. Like, it could be easy to create some, but it's really hard to, like, make them look good and natural. But I've been getting better about it, so I think that they look pretty decent. I think that tongue's too thick. That is a very good question, if this guy is considered a feline or a canine, because this guy is a mix of a wolf and a puma, so they're both opposites. I don't know. I don't know if he would be considered a feline or a canine, but maybe a feline because his teeth will be based off of a feline more than a canine, but he does have the mix of a canine. Now, for people who don't like felines as much, we'll probably make another creature that is related to a wolf. Like, there won't be just one creature related on one thing. It could be like like a creature that's based on a wolf, and then there's another one, but they have two different aspects of it. So we can make another one that looks more canine in the future. I don't know about these ears. I'm kind of scared. I don't make the best ears. Let me make sure I've ended that poll. If you guys haven't and you are curious, you can join the Discord as well. That is where a lot of development goes down. But if you don't have it, then that's also fine. You go into edit mode and press L on one of the models you want to separate. Thank you for that. We do have a plan, basically a list of some of the creatures we want to add into the stages of the game. So like alpha, we have like at least 7 to 8 planned creatures already. We don't have like any of the concepts or anything, but we do have like the plans of it. And then for beta, we also have that as well in alpha. But I'm not going to give too much away for like this creatures. I'm trying to think of what I could do to hint towards the next creature, because we already have another concept being made for one of the creatures. Okay, I'll just give you guys, since you guys are watching the live stream, the next creature we plan that is in concept development at the moment is a bear mixed with a wild boar. There's no looks to it yet, so you guys don't know what it's gonna look like until it's obviously out and finished. And this guy's gonna actually be the first of the omnivore class, which will be coming in alpha stage, I think, or close to the end of pre-alpha. I think that's a pretty good shaped base ears. My old models were so bad. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm like really late on reading everything in the comments. But I've just been like modeling and like looking at the stuff that's going on. I might make this textured because I feel like that'd look really nice. But yeah, my first model was a deer, and it was not the best looking deer you would probably come across. He looked like he had some deformations, but it's okay. And that was back in like 2020, I think was when I started modeling. Are you kidding me? I have to select it. Oh. I don't want to make it disappear. And I keep the same consistency of the others. There we go. He looks much better now. He looks more lively. I love how I did the teeth. I feel very proud of those teeth. I don't know. I feel like I should do his eyeballs again though, because his eyes kind of look a little goofy. He's got little hairs inside of his ear. Wait, why does he have another... Oh, I was about to say, why is there another one of those? Oh, he looks so cute with his ears. He doesn't look so bald now. Alright, let's get this base of his... Because I want to do the base of his, like, body first. You can try again to be applied to the game as a developer if you did get denied. I wouldn't do it necessarily right away because you would probably just get denied again unless you like change stuff and things. Especially if the style was different from what we were asking for. But you can definitely apply again in the near future as well. Unless, like, we're not looking for somebody again at that point. Like, if we're like, okay, we're not looking for whatever it might be. Like, modelers, we're good on, I think. Because we have me, we have the Golden Legend, now we have a new person, which I think is named Cosmetic. Let me look. I forgot their username. Cosmic Puppy, yeah. They're one of our new modelers. They're actually working on the new creature. I can't tell if this is just fur or body, but I think that this part is fur and this is the body right here. So we're gonna stick to that. That is what we're gonna stick it to. He looked like a little snake. Oh my god, he looks so bad from this angle. He looks terrible in that angle. Okay, let's mirror this ear because I feel like that would make it look better. He's so cute. I like him already. We might add, like, so in the near future, there might be a chance we will add crazy creatures like dragons and dinosaurs, but since the game's more focused on mammals, I don't know if that's going to be a thing. It all depends on how the future of this game kind of goes. I hate that this button changed. I updated my Blender and the button is changed from Control T to Control R, and I don't like this. Let's give your body some meat on those bones. Good thing about the texture paint is we don't have to worry about all those issues when it comes to like pattern cutting and stuff like that. Now his body looks like it's more like wolf shaped. I think that's what they were going for, the puma face and the wolf shape. So I think we're gonna go with more of a reference on a wolf on this body. wolf viewpoint top. I never know how to get good references, but I think a wolf is pretty easy to get a reference on because so many people like wolves and they're very popular that you just look up wolf and you'll find something eventually. Some of them are harder to find references because they're not as common. Can you hide the word stick bug somewhere in the map of the game? I think we could do that. We could hide a little hint of that in there for my YouTube channel. Okay, this is actually a very good atomy look on the wolf, but it's not the way I want it to look. I want the top view, and I cannot find a top view that is good. Some of these top views don't look like they have any shape to them. Yeah, it looks like this body was definitely like referenced from a wolf. Let me look up pumas. No, not the shoes. I should have been specific. I mean, it's kind of a mix of both, actually. I can see both of them being implemented into this model. Okay, let's just go off of what we have here. You'll definitely be able to fish. I want to make a mini game for carnivores and stuff that feed off of fish. I want to make a mini game for that. And I feel like we should also have different mini games depending. So like once we have like birds in the game, like bird creatures, then I definitely want to add a mini game where they can swoop down and catch the fish or something. So I definitely want to add something like that because that implements free ways of mini games. It makes it so that you guys can enjoy things. And if we'd make it, it would probably be like where you sit down or you crouch near water or something and you just kind of catch them that way, or something along the sorts. Right now, that's not really a big idea of it, but I feel like the tail is very fluffy, so I feel like that fits. Fix the eyes. We will have huntable prey NPCs. I also want to have like predator NPCs too. That might be something later on because I want to do something very advanced for that. I want to do a lot of advanced things for this game so then you guys have like that realistic feel to it. Or more so like the natural feel to it. The eyes are too big now that I see it. Now that it's like, I have an idea. We're gonna reshape these eyeballs. Because I went off of the concept and I don't know if it looks the best with the concept idea of it. The concept is fine, but I think with the model it looks a little weird. That looks much better, I think. Do you have any advice on coding? I have yet to learn it, but I'm also making my own game. I do not code, so I would have no advice for you. Unfortunately. I do want to learn coding, but like that's so difficult for me in my eyes. Like I feel like once you get the hang of it, that's not that bad, but the start is rough. Okay, I think the body shape looks good. What do you guys think? You think the body shape looks good? I really don't need these two references anymore. Here is the body shape. That tail is too thick, I can tell from that side view. I might not show that when I go to, like, cause with the model, after I complete like the base of the body and all of the stuff that needs to be added to the model, then I'm going to send it over to the person who rigs these, and they're going to separate the model, and then I'm going to texture it, and then after texturing we can put that in Roblox. But I'm not going to do that in this live stream because we're just making the base and we're making the shapes and stuff. I'm debating on how I'm gonna do this because I already don't like how this is looking, but we're gonna go with it, and if we don't like it, we're just gonna redo it, because hair is one of my main enemies in this aspect. That's why I fear making like any sort of mammal models sometimes, because they have so much fur. Don't mind, this is a very trust the process kind of thing here. I have something in mind on how this can be created, so we just kind of gotta trust the process. Are lizard creatures gonna exist? Yes, I absolutely love lizards, so that is definitely gonna be a thing. I want some sort of lizards in these games. I want to make creatures based on basically almost every animal that's in this world. This is a big trust the process, guys. Don't judge yet. No judging yet. I think that this should connect here. It's getting there, it's getting there. I can see the potential that I'm looking for, so that's promising. And this part's just really chunky right here. Chunky fur. It definitely needs to be thicker. But do not worry, we're gonna shape this the way it's supposed to be shaped. Looks very odd at the moment. I was selecting the wrong ones. I had a feeling that's what I was doing. Now this is fur and not spikes, so I do not need to like puff them up and make them very skinny. Okay, I don't like how this is shaped right here. What is going on? Don't be disappointing. This is like way too thick right here. I gotta... kind of not liking how this is looking. It's these thick parts right here that make it look terrible. I think because we need this middle part and then these get sized down. And then if you shade it. I'm thinking, because I don't like how this looks. There will be aquatic creatures, yes. There will be aquatic creatures. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. But those will probably be coming in like alpha stage or beta stage. I can't remember which one. We have a aquatic creature planned for alpha or beta. I can't remember which one it was though. I am 2 miles away from these messages. Yes, I keep reading them very slowly. How would you feel about skins based on characters or shows? I think that would be pretty cool, depending on the skins though. Do you plan on adding a climbing system for agile creatures? Yes. Fun fact, these guys right here will be able to climb trees when their special ability comes into the game. So these guys will be in your trees watching you. Make the ears bigger. I'm gonna make them bigger. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah. That definitely works. Okay, we'll make them slightly like that. Maybe they need to poke out a little more like that. I think they also need to go like down a little bit. This game will not end up like Creatures of Sonaria. Do not worry, guys. I do not ever plan to make this game like Creatures of Sonaria, because I want this game to feel like it had effort put into it. And I feel like even though Creatures of Sonaria is a good game, they just lack a lot of effort when it comes to some certain things in the game. So now I'm gonna try this other method that I have for making fur. It's been a long time since I've made fur, so bear with me. I'm literally just figuring out what I should do and what looks ugly. And what fits and what doesn't. Is there a set release date? No, not at the moment. We do plan, though, the estimate time is around the end of 2025 for full release and the beginning of 2026. Now, for pre-alpha, we actually have that planned to come very soon, hopefully. It depends on how fast we can actually work, but I think pre-alpha will probably come in 3 months or so. That is my plan. Now, that may change in the future, so don't take my word for it. I don't know, I'm thinking this looks better. I mean, right now it's not shaped, so please ignore that, but I think it looks better naturally like this. This is how I normally do the fur. Ooh, some of these skins are actually really cool. Hold on, guys. I gotta show you some of these skins that people be making. Give me a second to decide the Golden Legend for the fur style. And if it does look a little nicer, I'll let you know and you can do it. I think since we're doing split models, this might be better anyway, because it might make it easier for people to animate the whole thing and things like that. So I think this is what we're gonna do. But let me finish it real quick, but let me look at some skins, because I want to show you guys some skins that people have been making. They look absolutely gorgeous. And then I'll let you know. I'm like 2 miles away from all these current chats, because I've been going through the like other ones. So it's been like a lot. See, with this game, what I want to implement into the game is I want to make it so people feel like this game has life to it. I feel like the best inspiration I could go off of that is Red Dead. Red Dead has so many details and so many things that they obviously put their like hard work into, to the point that it makes the game feel so cool, and I love that fact. So like I want to make it feel very inspired off of Red Dead with all the like details that it has. Now that's going to take a lot of work. And I will admit that is a lot of work for me and all the other developers, but I want to make this game feel like it has some sort of emotion, compassion behind it, not just I'm going for the money, because I think that's kind of dumb. Fur, I feel like, is one of the hardest things for new players to like look at. Okay, let's go through some official skins real quick, and then we'll go through some of those other skins, and you guys can help me decide for some of them, because I already feel like I'm gonna add some of them. So this is the albino springhorn that we'll be having. These are skins that are going to happen in the game. The albino, the ethereistic, the pieblad, and the melanistic are going to be mutations. So what you're seeing here is something you could get from nesting. We're gonna have burrows, so springhorns will actually be able to burrow and create their own nest, and the vulprix, which is the fox, will be able to go into those burrows and get those springhorns, or it can destroy it. I'll give you a hint there. There's a secret mission that involves digging like that, but we'll get into that later. This is the ethereistic springhorn. It's gonna be very pink. I'm definitely going to model, when I go back to the model in a second, I'm definitely going to make like different furs on different sides, so it's not just going to be on one side. But this is the melanistic springhorn. There will definitely be a snow leopard based referenced animal or creature. I will definitely shape it, don't worry. That was just like a work in progress. I'm just going through all of these chats so I'm not behind while I show you guys these skins. Here's the albino vulprix. I'm thinking I'm saying its name wrong. I keep feeling like I'm pronouncing its name wrong. I suck at it, but this is the albino version of him. I'm sure there's going to be bugs, especially in pre-alpha and stuff, but we're going to try our best to fix those. So we're going to try and fix everything that possibly could happen, because bugs are not avoidable when it comes to games. There's always going to be a bug of some sort. This is the skunk for the one I'm actually modeling right now. Here is the pie-blide springhorn. I love this one. I might actually make this one first for like skins because I don't know. I just love this. It looks super nice. Here's the pie-blide of the model I'm making at the moment. I love this one because it's very unique in colors. I like it a lot. This is the Galaxy 3 themed springhorn. Now this guy is actually going to be for the pre-alpha supporters. So people who buy pre-alpha and actually play the game during pre-alpha will get this limited time skin. This will make it valuable and everything. Here is the melanistic of the fox guy. Here's some variations. I did see these in the submissions, and I think this is a really good idea. I think we should have different variations for default skins for people that don't want to have other skins for some reason. They can have little... This will be free too. Like these skins you can choose through variations. So if you're looking at this live stream and you're someone who does skin submissions, definitely do variations like this. This is really cool. But only for like defaults. We're not going to do variations for like other skins. It's only going to be like the default skin. Here's the third variant. Yes, this skin is absolutely gorgeous. I love how they look. Especially this one. This one was my favorite. I don't know why. This looks really cool. And we have the melanistic, I cannot pronounce this guy. Tyrandra or something. I should probably look it up on like Google or something. So that I know. This is the albino version. I never actually had the thought of putting in different variations for default skins until I saw the skins. So this is going to be the first secret mission quest skin, and it's going to be for the mission of gold, and it has a bunch of question marks. I'm not going to tell you how you guys can get it, but I think I hinted to it earlier, so I'm not going to give it away because I feel like I'd give it away. But yes, this is one of the first secret missions. And this will be in pre-alpha, so this will be the first secret mission in pre-alpha. Then we have the biome skin for this guy. It's the tundra one. I really like this one, so I made it the tundra because I feel like this is what they'd look like if they were in the tundra. Yes, secrets. We love secrets. Then this is another mission that's going to be secret, but I feel like this one's pretty obvious from the name of how you guys might be able to get this mission completed, even though it's a secret mission. And I might do this for other creatures because they did submit other skins for these creatures for like all the other ones. So I might do the secret mission for all of them with all these skins, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just kind of thinking. Then this would be one that just kind of costs currency or might be for a quest, but this is the maned Vulprix. I really love how this looks. The skin's gorgeous. Yes, this game will be more survival based. People have to hunt, eat, and stuff like that. Now, I'm never going to be adding where you guys can just eat out of like Creatures Scenario does, where they have that little food thing and you have to go up to it and eat it, and it's not actually like an NPC you have to defeat or a person you have to defeat. Those things are not going to happen because that's how people sit down and do nothing in the game, and I don't like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have NPCs, and obviously you can hunt other players. We're never going to have any of that stuff. This is the desert. I love this one. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Then we have a Roan Bay Springhorn. I really like this one. I don't know what it was, but it looks super cool. Then we have the new species, the Pieblad version of him. I love this. It's gorgeous. I feel like this is going to be one of the creatures I played the most in the game because, yes, I do want to play this game. And I'm not going to be like those owners who don't play the game because that's silly. I feel like that would be very silly. I do want to play the game, though. So, this is the creature you'll probably see me as. But, yeah, this is a buckskin one. I feel like laziness just leads to failure, so I don't want to do that, and plus I want to make a game that people actually enjoy. And this one, ooh, this is gorgeous. Whoever made the skin, Moonshade, if you're watching this, this skin's gorgeous, okay? I love how it looks. It's just perfect. We also have some other ones I'm about to make official soon. Obviously you can see some of the ones that might be official very soon. I actually haven't looked at all of these. I'm gonna go all the way up. Because we just had this guy released, so a lot of people are making skins for that guy. And also, for people who are interested in making skins for the game, you become a contributor. So you can see here this person as contributor. They'll have their own exclusive skin, and I'll probably make like a little event for them soon where they can like compete against each other and who gets to make the skin for like their role, but that'll be later on. It'll be more like a competition, and everyone gets to vote, and the one with the most votes wins. You cannot vote on your own, though. That's the only thing. And then they'll have their own skin, just like YouTubers and moderators and stuff will. So as you can see, this person did make a Thunderstruck of the other species. I really love this one. I do want to make this one official, but I don't know what I want to do with it. That's why some of these aren't official yet, because I just don't know what to do with them. I'm gonna probably make this one official as well because it's pretty. I love it. A mole creature? Oh my gosh. I would love that too. If we make a mole creature, they're definitely gonna burrow, and they're gonna be like they do in Ark. I want to make it like Ark where they can go underground and just kind of go past people. I love this one. This one's gorgeous. I'm definitely making this one official. I'm just thinking of things for this one to do. For this one to be accepted for. That one's pretty interesting. I like this one. These ones are pretty. I like how they have the reference. I love that. But they're very pretty interesting. A zebra. Oh lord. I don't know if I'd make this one official, mainly because it's like a zebra. It might make him look very zebra-y, but like maybe. That's a possibility. Oh yeah, they reposted this one. But this one's cute. I love this one. There will be flying animals, yes. We could definitely have funny creatures. I think that one thing I do want to do is every April Fool's, I want to make a silly creature. So like it fits in with the April Fool's stuff, and it's also a new creature. So like a mess of an artist said, a bugbear. We could do like a little bugbear as an April Fool's thing or something. It'd be pretty neat because I feel like people would look forward to having goofy looking creatures in the game as well. Maybe they could be like the quote unquote failed experiments that happened or something. Or not like failed experiments, where like quote unquote failed things that happen. I don't know, something along the lines. This one's pretty cute. I love the ethereistic one. Oh my gosh, this is definitely gonna be official. Look at it, it's so cute. Could you imagine seeing this just in the wild? Like a bunch of them, just a herd. I love this one the most. This one's pretty though. Can you add a potato cat? Oh my gosh. That could be a possibility. Oh, I love this. This is gorgeous. I really like this one. I was looking at this one before I started the live stream. I know I'm going through a bunch of skins, but I did want to go through them and see them. And I like this one. This could be like an April Fool's kind of skin or something, or maybe like a Halloween, because it looks really creepy. It even has nails. Oh my lord. I love this. It has nails. This one's gorgeous. I just saw this one like a minute or two ago, and I was like, this one's pretty cool looking. Ooh, I almost forgot to tell you guys. I know some of you know because you're in the Discord. I love this one. This one's gonna be official as well. But if you haven't seen what I said below the release of this guy, as you can see, he has a horn and stuff. But males will have 4 different types of horns. So kind of like they did with the game before Echoes La Brea, how they had different horn types that you could spawn in. There'll be 4 different types, and every time you spawn in as a new one of these guys and it's a male, you will have 4 different horns that you could actually spawn in with. So that could be this one right here. You could actually spawn in with this one, or if you die and you go again and spawn as the same one, then you could have another horn. It all just depends. And also with horns, they can be lost when dueling. So when dueling does become a thing, if you are dueling as a horned creature, there's a chance you could lose your horns, and that would be a permanent thing. Plague Doctor Springhorn, oh my gosh. Alright, let's go back to modeling. I was giving myself a little mental break from modeling as well when I was looking at those skins. Also, do not worry, I'm gonna shape these. I'm just kind of getting all of them put together, so shaping's a little bit easier when it comes to all that. We definitely don't need all of these for this one. Okay, so there is the base of the fur. This definitely looks a lot smoother. I think I'm definitely gonna do this. So we're going to, I should have linked them all together. Actually, I should have done that because then they would all be the same. My brain does not think. But we first gotta make these thicker. I was like, why is that one coming out more than the other ones? That makes no sense. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of these and actually put them on the side probably to make them more shaped out. Will accessories be a thing? No. Accessories will not be a thing in this game because it's going to shoot for more realistic figures than like all that stuff, and I feel like accessories would ruin that. Not in like a mean way, but like, you know, like I just feel like naturally accessories make it very fantasy-like. So I definitely don't think that will be a thing. We're gonna see how this works out. And good thing about it is I don't have to worry too much about like triangles when it comes to this, because with like the texture paint you don't have to worry too much about that. You still have to worry, don't get me wrong, you still have to, but not as much. Where is this 11,000 triangles coming from? It's not that. Don't tell me it's these teeth. It's these teeth. These teeth are 100 each. No wonder it's 11. Okay, we'll figure that out when we finish with these, because all of these have 44, so. Actually, no, it's not 44. They're all subdivided. So before I get into doing any of that, we need to actually unsubdivide them and not worry about those triangles. Bro's ears. They're kind of bothering me. It's because they're not textured. I feel like anything not textured just looks bad on my models. Something like that looks pretty good, I think. Obviously, we're not counting that other side. That's still needing to be developed. And he also has some on his side, I think. Yeah, he does. He's got a whole mane. That's what's gonna cause the triangle issues. Breath attacks. I've actually not thought about that, but I don't think we're gonna add any like breath attacks or anything like that unless we have like lizard creatures or something in the future. What do you guys think of this so far? Like, any critiques on it? Obviously, it's gonna look better with textures, don't worry. And I still need to add some on the top of his head and everything. While I listen, I'm going to go ahead and do some stuff. Get his shape better. Forest fires would definitely be a thing. I want to add a lot of like natural kind of environment issues that go on. So I definitely think that we are going to add in forest fires. Will people be able to submit their own creatures for the game? I have no clue if I want to do that yet. We'll have skin submissions, but I don't know if we'll have any creature submissions because we're not going to be adding like crazy amount of creatures all the time like Creature Scenario does, so there's not really a need for us to get other people to do concepts. How long will medium creatures take to grow? It all depends. It depends on a lot of things, but right now we don't have really any stats planned like officially because we've been going through all the creatures and getting some planned. Now that we have all 4 that we want for pre-alpha when it releases, we're going to start working on the stats, me and the game manager. So the stats will definitely be something we work on now that we have the 4 creatures officially announced, because today was the announcement of the brand new herbivore creature, so we didn't have that guy until today. So by next live stream that I do on this, we'll probably have some sort of stats planned. Growth is planned. Maybe, I'm trying to think. I don't know what I'm trying to think of. Oh my gosh, my brain's dying. Okay, so I think I want to add his main issues. It does kind of look like a leopard seal in the face. I kept seeing that when I was doing the model. We're not gonna have bosses, I don't think, because I want to keep it more originated to like survival, and bosses don't really, I mean, if we're okay, Actually, this is what I have for an idea. This is not official, but it's an idea that I have that I'm going to probably discuss with the developers and stuff. But I think I want to add alphas. So instead of it being like bosses that we have in the game, we'll actually have something called alphas. And alphas will be NPCs that are a little more tougher to fight. Maybe like predator NPCs. And they'll be really big like creatures that you'll be able to fight and stuff. So maybe we'll add something like that into the game. That will be similar to a boss, but it won't be something like a boss. It'll just have much more health and stats than a normal NPC probably would. Oh, he's got a little mohawk. He looks so goofy. And then he has this little hair bump, but it's not technically sticking out of his body. The textures might fix it. I do agree they do look a little spiky, but if we look at the concept, they kind of look spiky on the concept as well. So I might change them being so spiky. I just don't know. I'm gonna get all of the main part of the hair kind of fixed and worked up and then see how it looks from there. You look at these shapes, they're terrible. I didn't even realize the top shape until I looked at it. He looks like he's going through like a crisis over here. Selecting all of it did not work. Also, the face is not fully textured, by the way. The face has like details and stuff it needs added, but I'm not adding this yet because I want to do that when I fully texture this guy, and that's after he gets rigged and everything. The only thing textured right now is his mouth because I wanted to kind of have the texture to see how it would go along with his mouth. So I'm pretty sure the face, and maybe I might fix the eyeballs a little bit when I do actually texture this guy, but those are just like placeholders at the moment. The only thing that worries me is these triangles, so I need to like figure out what is causing these issues for me. See, it's only saying 5,000, but that's because part of it's mirrored. So what I might need to do is lower the triangles on his mouth and his tongue. Definitely need to lower triangles on these teeth because why are we so large? Let's see if I can actually remove these without making it look bad. Okay, well, that was... They didn't really change much other than the texture. I might have to retexture them. But that's okay. If it saves me triangles, I'm willing to retexture them. Honestly, I feel like that makes them look more realistic. They all have the same texture, so I'm not too worried about their teeth. I think that these are the teeth. Actually, I don't even think I need to search up which teeth it is. I just need the colors. Can you disappear? I don't know why you're in my way. Like, go away. Go away. He looks like he's got cavities now. My poor dude got cavities. So there's going to be variations. The Golden Legend is right about that, and I'm lagging so bad because it won't texture these things. But we're going to have variations. I did show a skin that was, it's only going to be for the defaults though. So like default skins will be the only ones with variations. And then ones like the, why did I forget the name of it? The Galaxy Springhorn. They're not going to have variations for like skins like that. It's only going to be for default skins. So like the default skin for this guy will have variations. Same for all the other ones. And oh my god, it's not responding. Please. Please, I didn't save it. I did not save it. Oh my gosh. It's gonna kick me out. I didn't even save it. Oh my gosh. That was like a flash before my eyes. I thought I was gonna die. It was not responding for a second. It scared me. I did save it. Okay. We're gonna leave its teeth be. It's telling me to leave its teeth alone. I think these teeth, yeah, these teeth are the reason. These teeth are the problem right here. Let's get these lowered the best of our ability. We have to do the same for these guys up here. Why do you have so many of these one little stripes right here? There's no need for that. That's much better. For these big teeth, I don't think I need to remove anything. Maybe for these top ones, yeah. I feel like the stripes make it look realistic, but then there's like those spots on the stripes that don't make it. And I'm like, why are you like this? I'm just gonna fix this up. I think texture on the teeth make them look much better too. Because naturally, teeth are not going to be very white, especially on creatures that are out in the wild that don't brush their teeth. How are they going to have extremely white teeth? Okay, all of those are fixed. So really, it's none of the teeth now. Alright, back to making this fur because I have to suffer the fur. He's got a bunch of fur that sticks out from his face, and I feel like with it being on his face, it would give him more of a, like, signified look. So I think we're gonna add some of the fur on his face. But with this fur, I'm gonna make it less whatever this is. He's also got some in his ears, so we're probably gonna just fluff out his ears while we do this. What is going on with this fur? What happened here? Looks like a horn instead of fur. I definitely think that these should be fluffier. We're gonna make these front ones fluffier. Fur is my natural enemy when it comes to modeling. Why can't you just blend in? It's not that difficult to blend in. They look like spikes. They kind of do. I'm not sure if I like that, so we're gonna try something else. And what we're gonna try is making them shorter. That makes it worse, I think. But I need to make it bigger. It's fluffier. But then it looks fat. I can't make up my mind. I think for these ones, we're definitely gonna make these chunky. And this one doesn't want to fit in. He's just like poking out. Maybe we'll leave that one spiky-ish. I feel like when it gets textured, it's gonna look much better. That's the thing. I just don't want to not make it look good, and then when it does get textured, it looks terrible, and then I have to redo it. So I'm gonna try my best to like make it look good until the texturing. I think these should be up here, actually. These two, at least. Actually, the three. The three of them need to be up here. This is a trust the process kind of thing. I kind of like that. I feel like this one should be up more though. He's starting to come together slowly but surely. What do you guys think so far? I'm definitely gonna need to put some of the mane on this side, and then he's got some underbelly, he's got some on his tail. Maybe point them down. I could try pointing these ones down. Hold on. Okay, I don't think you need that many lines. No, I didn't want to duplicate you. Oh my god, look how crooked he is. Oh, we gotta fix it. I feel like once they get textured, they're gonna look good, because I feel like the teeth wouldn't look good without the fact that it's textured. So I feel like once I texture the whole body, he's gonna fit perfectly with his hair. So I feel like I shouldn't be too worried. If I get too worried after the texturing, I'll just add more in hair. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna leave it like this, maybe add some on the side, And then once we get to texturing, whenever that is, I will definitely worry about his his fur, because I don't want to make it look bad, and trust me, I won't make it look bad. The best of my ability, that is. So with his feet, I kind of didn't do this with the springhorn, and I think I should have made his feet more detailed. I want to make his feet have pads, stuff like that, but we'll see what I can do. I might go get water here in a second. My throat is killing me. I can't wait for warmer weather. This cold is just making me terrible. Getting sick is the worst thing ever. Dang, he gonna have some chunky legs. I just realized this. His legs are so chunky. Look at him. Oh lord. Okay, we need to look at references for his legs, I think. Sorry, I'm looking up references for his legs because I don't know. I think we should go for wolf legs. Wolf legs. But I also think puma, because puma legs make more sense because wolf legs don't really... Hold on. We're gonna like upload both of their feet. I think puma is what I'm gonna go for though, because puma has thicker legs. I keep seeing the puma shoes. I don't want to see puma shoes. I want to see a puma, not the shoes of a puma. Oh, their feet are ginormous. Okay, so we got the first reference here. And then I need to find a wolf one. While I'm looking for that, I'm going to upload the reference I have for the puma. Is it this one? No, that's his teeth. Okay. Where is it at? I think it's named E. I don't know why I just put random names for these things. This is why I never can find anything. No, that's not it. That's the Egros. Bro, where are you at? The file has disappeared. It's hiding from me. Let me look it up. Is it this one? It is this one. So why can't I find you? It's literally named E. Like literally just E. Here it is. I found it after looking forever for it. Okay, here's the puma reference. I think we're gonna use that, but we also gonna use a wolf one in case I want to change it up. I might do the back feet as wolves. I don't know. For like this, what's it called? The autonomy of it. He lifts weights every day. Yeah, he don't skip leg day. Ooh, that's really blurry. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this one. I don't know why, but there's like no good references for wolves for some reason. It's a little weird. Okay, let's use this one as a reference then. Rose got some muscles going on here. We need to size your muscles down a little bit. His feet also kind of go in like a curve. So I'm just gonna do the basic shape down first and then go by there. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize it flipped like that. I was like, wait a minute, why is it like that? That scared me a little bit. Is it even properly like, hold on. Okay, it is. I was about to say. Get this side in. And then his legs are gonna curve in, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna this a little. Let me be right back real quick. I'm gonna go grab some water, so I'll be AFK for 1 second. You guys get to stare at this puma and my model. Okay, I am back, guys. Oh, okay, it's working. I was making sure it was on the right one. I have so many audios for some reason. I had to go get some water because I have a big headache. It hurts. Anyway, let's get to work on these feet and legs. What do you guys think of the shape? I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't tell what is missing. I feel like it's missing a shape that makes it look a little better. Yes, this is a new survival game that we are creating. It's been in development for a month now, I would say. Have you ever made OCs? I have not. Technically, breeding is going to be called, what should it be called? Because I don't want to call it breeding. That's a little weird, because what's going to happen, since it's a creature survival game, is that you'll have a male and a female, obviously, and there'll be a thing called adopting, which will be kind of live birth, but we're going to call it adopting so we don't have Roblox issues. And then we're going to have laying eggs. And so people that have adopting, they must have a male with them, and then when they have that male with them, they could turn on adoption and a baby will spawn next to them. There's also going to be a cooldown with that, and with the cooldown, it's going to be dependent on the creature. So, for example, the creature you're looking at now would probably have a, like, 20-minute cooldown every adoption, because they're not going to have as many babies as a spring horde would. So they would have a different cooldown. So there'll be different cooldowns depending on the creatures. For the eggs, you have to have a male and a female to even make a nest, and then once you do, you just sit down, and then eggs will eventually pop up and you're incubating them, and then once they're ready, you can hatch players from them. Now, with like the necessity of male and female, it's only going to be if the male or female is in a group and around you. If they're not in a group and they're not around you, you cannot nest or adopt. And then, as well as that, the only way you can be spawned in as an infant model is actually by nesting and adopting. So when you spawn into the game, you're going to be a juvenile, and then you go to teen, sub-adult, adult, and then elder. But if you get nested in, then it's going to be more so of a like system of infant than juvenile. But with it, it's going to be natural boost. So you're not having to worry about like, oh, if I get nested in, I have to grow even longer. Well, you're going to get a natural boost even though you have to grow longer. And the natural boost could be anything, as well as that's the only way you can earn mutations too. So it's not just the fact of, oh, well, I'm gonna be an infant model if I get spawned in. It's more so of the fact of like, You can get mutations, you can spawn in as like an infant model, you can have natural boost. So it kind of implements the idea of being nested in and adopted and stuff. I have like this really bad headache right now, so excuse me if I have no sense of grammar. Since these guys are going to be mixed with wolves, they will not have retractable claws. That's the one thing I think I want to carry over with these guys. Now, if this was a creature that was more based on a feline than a if it was just like a feline base, then we probably would have retractable claws. But from the way the model is, or the concept is created, it looks like they wouldn't have retractable claws. So these guys will not have those. But in the future, when we have more feline species, they definitely will have retractable claws. It's not necessarily going to be like Creatures of Scenaria because, I don't know, they base their nesting system, because they only have nesting. They don't have like adopting or any of that. It's more so just nesting. And it's kind of gone down the drain in my opinion. I love making feet on the creatures because I feel like it brings the creatures to life. Do pumas have how many, like, okay, so this one's showing 4. I'm guessing 4. We're gonna do 4 because that's what the pumas have. And then the back feet will do the same. See, the back feet look more wolf-like than the front feet do. But that's okay. We'll be able to recolor them. You will have skins that you can actually obtain. So there'll be different color skins and stuff like that. But you won't be able to like necessarily recolor them. There'll just be skins that you could choose from that have different colors. I'm gonna kind of ignore the fur and get the base shape done first, because and they're not gonna be colored at the moment because I'm gonna texture them. Obviously these claws will be, but he's gonna have some big paws. My dude's gonna have big paws. This is paw pads. Look at his feet. He's got big feet. His feet are ginormous. Oh Lord. I love his feet. They're ginormous. What do you guys think? I think I need to move this because this needs to be more covered like that. What do you guys think about his feet? You think they're too big or what? For skins, you will have to do quest, or you can visit biomes, or you could just use currency to buy the skins. That's how those will work. His leg is not completely finished. Don't judge. This is just kind of the general base idea. I feel like also with the texture it'll look better. Also the fur is incomplete too, but that's okay. We'll get in there. I think after I do this live stream, I might just listen to music and do some texturing for skins on the springhorn, not gonna lie. I do want to finish this guy, but I'm not at the moment. Okay, so I think his feet look good. What do you guys think about the model so far? Is there anything that, because I feel like there's something that's wrong with him. I can't seem to put it. Now the legs need to be positioned correctly. Let me fix that. Something like this. And then something like this where we just not so much, but just enough that makes the point clear that his feet are not completely straight. And then we'll just mirror these, so then we have these. Wait, hold on. There we go, this is front feet. His arms look like they're on steroids. Make the shoulders thinner. Okay, we might make that. Make them a little thinner. His arms do look like they're a bit on steroids, not gonna lie. I think that looks so much better. Oh my god. Okay. That's an improvement. That's not even his shoulders. I'm brainless. These are his shoulders right here. He looked like a big buff boy. He got problems. I think that looks pretty decent. I think I fixed it to be pretty decent. I'm not looking forward to his this cat steals everyone's lunch money. He'd be the type to steal someone's lunch money. I could see it. Why is there two? Wait, like, what's going on here? What is this? Oh, it's this thing right here. We'll keep that. Just in case we need it. Let's do these back legs now. I'm terrified for these back legs. They're gonna look so tiny compared to his front legs. It's gonna look like he missed leg day on his back legs, but his front legs he works out on a daily basis. Shoulder blades poking out. I think that's perfect. Like right here. We're gonna tip something. Why is his body not mirrored? Did I not mirror his body? I was about to say, what is going on here? He's got one singular leg back there. Alright, dude, what's going on here? This looks terrible. We gotta fix this to be proper. Alright, what do you guys think about that? Now he looks very buff on the top of his, like... he looks too buff. I think that's his problem. He's got too much buffness. Yeah, he's chunky. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here. Thank you all for joining and supporting the live stream. I'm gonna do the rest of this off of the live stream, so thank you all for joining, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.